Te va a explotar.
I got scared for a second. The way it's turned at me.
Why you cut it then? Te va a explotar la cabeza después de este video.
Okay, who?
Your brain is going to explode after this video. Te va a explotar la cabeza.
¿Por qué?
I have decided to pick 3 more phrases / refranes that had to do with the church and the religious matters to incorporate you into the naturalidad to say these things in regards.
Why do we have to go to the church? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué iglesia?
No, we don't have to go to the church. Nobody's going. Aquí nadie va a la iglesia. Y nadie digo de nosotros. No estoy diciendo el mundo. El mundo sí va. Nosotros no vamos. Bueno, first of all, I have to say that I am not religious. And I know you know that, but they don't know that.
Yes.
Right?
Sí, es verdad. Solo yo.
Pero even the religious people in Spain say these things, say these sentences, because we don't have that huge religious connotation. It's more like a cultural thing. So, however, you remember para lo que me queda en el convento me cago adentro,
That's the
¿no?
one where you don't give a crap no more.
Efectivamente.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first one. Nunca digas, de este agua no beberé, ni este cura no es mi padre.
Never say what?
Never say, I wouldn't drink from this water. Nunca digas de este agua beberé.
Uh-huh.
Neither, this cura, this priest, isn't my father. No es mi padre.
The hell does these two even have to do with each other?
It's a way of saying never say never.
Oh my God.
So, nunca digas
Never
de este
say.
agua,
Never say
de este agua,
it's this water.
no beberé,
I will never drink.
ni este cura no es mi padre.
What padre? Is like he's not my father?
Yeah, no, padres, yeah, exactly. So, cura, priest.
Yeah.
So, don't neither
So
say
it's specific
this
to
priest
the-
isn't my father.
So it's very specific to the priest.
Yes. So, never say I won't drink from this water, never say this priest isn't my father.
Why? How does that tie in?
Oh, look, water father. It also rhymes in English. You guys should have this in English. This saying is perfect to have it in English.
I don't know if we have it in English. I doubt we do. I don't think we would say something like that to make the statement of never say never because we have the statement never say never.
Pero es muy soso, never say never. It's better to say that, don't say that this priest isn't my father.
¿Cómo? How is it better to throw...
You know that priests in Catholic religion, they cannot have a family, right? I know that in other segments of religions and things, they can get married and have family.
Yes.
It's not the case in Catholic, in Catholicism.
Catholicism?
Yes, anyway, that. Anywho, they're not supposed to have any carnal desires.
So it can't, but you're saying it can't be your father.
No, you're saying that you cannot say that he cannot be your father.
That's what I just said. So if he can, so it's not.
So never say never to that extreme. Because even that can happen.
So he could be my father.
He could be my father.
Are you trying to say the corruption in the church right now?
Well, the funny thing, and I'm going to ignore you, is that there is actually an extra sentence to that saying, but I'm not going to say it for YouTube purposes. So if anybody wants to leave it in the comments, but it's basically,
feel free.
I wouldn't drink from this water. Neither say this priest is not my father, and this doesn't fit me.
That better be no.
Number 2.
How do you feel comfortable tying all that together?
What do you mean?
Like I'm fine with the water part. Never say I wouldn't drink from this water or this fountain or this river, whatever. The padre, el padre.
El cura no es mi padre.
That's the problem right there.
Why?
Why do you need to involve the church and then to have another statement like that where you have to blank it out? So now it's tied to the church.
It's just the way that we are. But so, what is your problem with that?
No.
Because you're not even Catholic, so why you care?
I don't want to get religious, but the thing is,
Well, the video is about religions.
obviously, I see what you did there. But please understand that as someone growing up, cuando soy más joven o cuando es
Cuando era pequeño.
sí, iglesia es bien, pero mi madre siempre no se dice made it seem like parece muy miedo. Estricto y también
Con
miedo,
miedo.
porque no si hago algo muy mal, entonces infierno. y, y es así el madre de Waterboy. Todo es
Es el diablo.
sí. Entonces es muy difícil, porque sí hablar muy mal sobre la
La iglesia es blasfemar.
sí, entonces es muy mal. Pero en España, me gusta España para otras cosas, pero este es algo que me encanta sobre España, porque
¿Que hablamos mal de la iglesia?
No.
Ah.
No, porque nadie y nada es off limits. Es no importante que quieres hablar. Y
No hay tabúes.
sí, pero en Estados Unidos sí, no hablar sobre iglesia sí o el gobierno.
Sí, de la política.
Y política y también policía y todo. Pero en España tienes fiestas sobre like the fallas.
Las fallas.
Las fallas y también en
Porque queman figuras
sí,
políticas y
sí, nothing is off limits. And, oh, man, you got me sweating here with this church talk.
Y no hay gildas hoy.
Pero sí, me encanta sobre España para eso.
Sí.
Porque es muy importante para la gente y también para el país.
Sí. Y España es un país católico.
Y
Bueno,
también,
a confesar.
También, una persona a lo mejor cree España tiene libertad de speech.
Sí, libertad.
Más que Estados Unidos.
Yo, 100%, después de vivir 15 años en Estados Unidos, te aseguro que tengo más libertad de expresión en España que en Estados Unidos. Pero no ahora, de siempre.
De siempre.
Ahora más, pero de siempre. But yeah,
pero mi problema con este is that was the whole thing. Like that was my thing. My mom always made it seem very scary. Like, and that's kind of how, in a sense, religion has always been pushed towards me as a kid.
Y para nosotros también. It was the same thing. Like, my grandmother was very religious, and I grew up in a Catholic church. Like, I will go to church every Sunday, and like everything was like very scary. And that's the thing, right? That's the weapon that is used to cause fear into you, so you don't do X, Y, and Z, because you go to hell, you'll be punished, or whatever.
And I never
Pero we have this humor and we have this way of looking at life that allow us to say these kind of things without having to feel guilty, because first of all, not a lot of people are like strict religious here in Spain. I mean, there's obviously a group for everything.
I've seen your festival, so.
But even the religious people would say these kind of things, because there is not necessarily like a close tie. Like, it's not literal. Literal. Es más cultural.
You see, that was the thing for me. Now, growing up, obviously, I had no choice. That was what what my mom was into, so that's what it would be. And my mother is Pentecostal. And so all the things I grew up with was bad kept me in line in the sense about I can't do certain things. Yeah. And obviously, as I gotten older and got into experience different cultures and religions, I got to, see the different sides of things and how they are. And even to this day, me and my mother now, we have disagreements about this stuff, because you can't, again, I get it. You raise kids and you kind of put this kind of fear in them. But for me personally, there's some things I just can't believe. If you want me to believe something,
There has to be some logic into it.
right, there has to be some logic. Like,
Todos sabemos que necesitas el porqué de las cosas. Todas las personas que te ven en YouTube lo saben. No hace
listen,
falta que lo
I'm gonna tell you
expliques.
at one point of mine that I have an argument with my mom because I don't mind hearing other people's perspective on this. I don't believe. I believe that there's a hell. Don't get me wrong. I believe that there's a hell. I don't believe that you stay in hell forever. I don't. It's possible. I just don't believe that. And the only reason why I say that is because you expect me to believe that God, Father Almighty, is this loving God and this whole thing and all that. And I believe that. So, therefore, as a father, there is nothing my son can do that I would condemn him forever. He can
To be on fire forever.
He can kill me himself, laugh, be maniacal about it, and I still wouldn't condemn him forever. So I can't believe a being that is better than me, that is perfect, that is more loving, and have a different capacity for love, would do something like that to the children he loves. So me and my mother have this argument and a disagreement. That's just me. But again, the fear that is put into it is why I don't understand how y'all can just say these things.
Okay, so just a quick note before we go into number 2.
You said there's 3, right?
Yes. When I was a child, I did my communion because in Catholic Church you do your communion. And one of the main reasons why I was so excited about communion is so I could try the wine that I could see the priest in every mass drink, because I was like, I wonder, but not because of the alcohol. No, pero espera. It wasn't because of the notion of the alcohol.
Don't change it now.
No. Listen. It was because, and this ties in, it was because this is something that only the priest gets to do. Like the nuns don't get to drink the wine. And the only time that a girl or somebody that is not into the cleric world can drink this wine is during communion. I'm like, I have to try this. Like, what is it that is so sacred that nobody else can drink?
Espera. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Ahora,
No, antes.
en la comunión,
Sí.
11, creo.
11.
10, 11.
¿Y vino es más importante para ti?
Se supone que solo era un traguito.
Pero para mí it was sobre el pan. Pan was muy importante.
No, because that you can, once you do it the first time, you can go every Sunday and get them.
Yeah, but I can never find it outside of church, so I always wanted it. I had it one time.
You know the name of that is called hostia?
No.
Just like when we say, I te doy una hostia.
That's what it's called, hostia? And
Hostia.
they use the curse, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, no. 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 You really have no problem.
We have no problems. Number 2, con la iglesia hemos topado.
With the church, what?
Hemos topado. Topar is,
With the church,
we have like,
to crash? Or
crash, yeah.
Crash? So with the church, I
Con la
crash?
iglesia hemos topado. With the church, we have crashed. Or we have crashed into the church, to make it make sense in English.
And what the heck does that mean?
So, if you think about the history of Spain, the church back in the days, not anymore, was highly tied into politics. You know, the kingdoms and everything, like the church was a strong base. So whenever you wanted to do something, you had to convince the church to agree with you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be allowed to do it. So from that comes the refrán of con la iglesia hemos topado, when you face a big challenge. Like you're trying to do something, or you're saying something, and somebody says no, absolutely no, and gets in your way. Con la iglesia hemos topado.
So basically, when someone stops you, you're basically saying they're the church and they're blocking you.
Yeah. Whether it's a person or a thing or a challenge overall. Like you're doing something and you get a roadblock, a challenge, con la iglesia hemos topado.
I'm starting to see that y'all really love using the church as everything at this point. Do you have a limit? Is there a line?
The sky is the limit, baby.
No, apparently heaven is the limit.
Oh no, the sky is not the limit.
So, okay, how would I would use that in any way where I'm challenged by something. So if you say something to me, so basically I should start calling you church. No. So
You're lucky I'm drinking wine and I'm not going to waste it on you. Otherwise I'll be like...
Espera. Entonces, Si,
A ver lo que vas a decir.
si dije eso, entonces, ¿es mal?
I'm not your biggest challenge.
Pues.
Pues.
I'm asking if it's somebody as a statement. If I said it to somebody, would it be offensive, or is it just like?
No. I mean, you wouldn't call somebody church, but if you're like, okay, you want to get spicy? Let's get spicy. When somebody talks about racism in Spain, right?
Oh, here we go.
And then you start talking about it and you start giving like this information, and the other person is like, no, that's impossible. And, and then they start arguing, and then you can say, con la iglesia hemos topado.
Because they won't listen to me or something? Or?
Yeah. Can't get through them. Like, o eres más papista que el papa. You're more of a pope than the pope itself. And that means when somebody is like super strict or super like stern in what they're saying, and there is no way to convince them or to go around, or they're very strict. Like those that say tortilla de patatas has no onions, is tortilla de patatas, they're more papistas than el papa. They're more popiest than the pope.
Yeah.
But that wasn't part of the three, so don't count that as the three. It just like came into the moment.
Give me number 3, please.
Number 3. And this one is in disuse, okay? Mm-hmm. But I thought it would be funny to include the devil into all of this. Cuando el diablo no tiene nada que hacer con el rabo matamoscas.
When the devil has what?
Nothing to do. With the tail, kills flies.
When the devil has nothing to do, the tail kills flies?
Yeah, with the tail, kills flies.
The hell is that?
So when you're bored and you have nothing to do, you usually do stupid things. So make mistakes or like waste your time, and that's what it translates. Like when the devil doesn't have anything to do, cuando el diablo no tiene nada que hacer, con el rabo, with the tail, kills flies. That has logic.
No, it doesn't have logic. What is it? How's the tail the problem? How's the tail killing flies a problem?
Because he's not doing anything, so he's killing flies.
But how is that a stupid decision? How is that like a bad? If there's flies there,
it's a nonsense.
It's not. If a fly,
you find it nonsense. It's a nonsense. No, so when you are bored, when you have nothing to do, you utilize that time wrongly.
How is that utilizing the time wrongly? If I'm sitting here minding my business, and the devil is just chilling, and has nothing to do. And there's flies in the way. Yeah, if I don't have to swat them, if I had a tail, I'll use my tail to do the same thing.
Are you defending the devil?
I'm not defending the devil. I'm defending the action of the devil.
Espero que tu madre no esté viendo este video.
I hope so too. But I don't see how that ties into a stupid decision. Is it a stupid decision because of the devil?
Because when you have nothing to do, you just don't do anything productive. You just wasting.
But that's a total different meaning to it. That's a total different thing than doing something stupid.
It could either or.
No, there's no either or.
Doing nothing, wasting your time and making a stupid decision, not a decision, but making a stupid action is almost the same thing.
It is not. What is wrong with you? It is not. It is not. There's a difference between wasting time and making a stupid decision. One is, should I get and drive this car after drinking, 15 shots? That's a dumb decision. That's a stupid decision. Should I just chill and watch Netflix all day? That's just, whatever.
Texting your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, that is a wrong decision. That's because you weren't busy doing proper things. So you were like the devil. You were doing nothing and you decided to kill
flies. The devil didn't do that. Why you got me defending the devil about this? He wasn't doing that, or she wasn't doing that.
Why are you defending the devil?
I'm not defending the devil. I need water.
Explain it to me.
Yes.
Okay, for explain it to me, I know I squeeze another refrán sentence, but it's important for you to know that Dios aprieta, pero no ahoga.
Dios a who?
Aprieta. Apretar is
grab,
squeeze.
Hold. Squeeze.
So God squeezes, but doesn't ahogar.
Break.
When you kill somebody.
Strangle. Choke.
Yeah, but when you choke. Yeah. So God squeezes, but doesn't choke you.
So is this like our version of God doesn't give you any battles you can't overcome or anything like that?
No, it's more like there's always a silver lining. Like
the mysterious ways.
The mysterious ways. So
God works in
yeah,
mysterious ways.
God can put you through a lot of challenges with your Spanish learning path, but don't worry, you won't die in the try. No morirás en el intento,
I don't know
cariño.
about that. I've seen some words in Spanish. I've heard some phrases in Spanish.
Which one is your favorite?
Which one is my favorite? A nun. Nun is
Anon?
a nun.
Como que anon? I thought we were taking this off religious. Anon?
A nun is my favorite. No, because I won't be using these. Oh.
Venga.
Maybe
I think
the Popey one that you said, but I know that wasn't part of the three, but the Popey
eres
one.
más papista que el papa.
Sí.
Yeah, that one is easy to remember too. But the one that never say, de este agua no beberé, ni este cura no es mi padre, that one, we say it a lot.
I still haven't heard it yet.
Mi amor. Soraya, Alicia, and I say it at least once or twice every time we get together.
You keep saying that. It's not true. They don't say it.